Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are live. Tonight is September 2nd, 2014. My name is Rex Harris, and as always, it's an honor and a privilege to be sharing with you this evening, and it's even a greater pleasure to be back in front of my big computer where I have quality video and a machine that's actually receptive when I tell it to do whatever it is I need it to do. Tonight we have a special treat for you. This is a real opportunity for you guys to get dialed into and listen to someone who has a solid grip on social media. And I've been on Instagram for a while, and I used to get decent results with Instagram, and for whatever reason, that kind of tapered off. And I went to one of Michelle's trainings one day on Instagram and have started using it the way that she was using it, incorporating hashtags and stuff. And now I get traffic from Instagram every day. I think I've got another 4 or 5 people that have gone through that sent me their phone numbers that I still need to call yet here probably tomorrow. So, you know, what she teaches works, and I'm going to encourage you right now to shut down all distractions, grab a pen and a piece of paper, open up Notepad, take some notes, because this is going to be awesome. Michelle, the floor is yours.
Why, thank you. Thanks, Rex. I appreciate that. Wow. Hi, everybody. Thank you, Rex, so much for that intro. Thank you so much. You know, one thing I have to tell you about Rex is an awesome leader. He edifies his team. He builds us up, and this is why he has a growing team, and this is why his team is exploding, actually, because the camaraderie that he creates. And I'm just so thrilled, so excited that you have me on this training, because, you know, it's all about providing value. And, you know, I am more than happy to provide whatever I'm learning to our team and anybody else that's willing to listen, because we know that there's a lot of people out there that are struggling. They're not marketing themselves correctly. I can tell you that from personal experience. And, you know, you guys, not very often do you have a leader like Rex that is there for you. So, you know, Rex, I really appreciate everything that you're doing. This academy that you've created is amazing. The trainings, I mean, I'm providing some free trainings. What I'm doing is nothing compared to what Rex is doing with the academy. So, I'm just really, really thrilled that I'm actually able to play a little part in that. And what I'm going to do for you guys today is I'm going to talk to you about blogging and, you know, the importance of blogging, why we should be blogging, and how it all ties into branding yourself and how it ties into social media. Okay, so there's a lot of you out there that are watching this right now that do not have a blog, that maybe don't think that you need a blog, and I'm going to explain to you why you need to seriously consider having a blog. And it's not about SEO, okay, because when I first got into blogging, that's all I did was I focused on SEO. I got hardly any results, because even though I thought I was doing it right, you know, there's a lot of competition out there, and there are some ways that you can utilize SEO, you know, obviously to get traffic to your blog. But the main thing that I want to talk to you about is how blogging has helped me, how social media, all of this has helped my business. It's helped bring in leads. I get leads on a daily basis from people just visiting my blog, and I'm going to share with you what I'm doing. And I don't profess to be an expert by any means, but what I'm doing is definitely, I'm definitely generating interest. I'm generating leads on a daily basis, and so I'm just really excited to share with you the strategies that I'm using. So, so yeah, the thing I want to explain to you, though, is that when you think about getting your own personal branded website, you need to think about branding yourself. Now, if you've been on any of our trainings, you know how important it is to brand yourself. And what I like to think of is I like to think of a blog as like your home, okay? So your home, as soon as somebody walks into my home, they're going to immediately know what kind of home I have, right? And we actually just got some new carpet installed, and as soon as you walk in, you see this beautiful carpet on our stairs that go up. That makes an awesome first impression. And guys, let me tell you, making a first impression is really, really important, a good first impression. And you know, when you walk through my house, my goal is for you to have, you know, a cozy feeling. I want you to feel comfortable. As soon as you walk in my house, you're going to know immediately that I'm a Christian-based home. You're going to know, you know, you're going to have an idea of what my lifestyle is like. And that's what you want to do as well. Is, you know, the thing about branding yourself is the key is to get people to three things: know, like, and trust you, right? And so when you're doing that, it's really, really important to think about your blog. And I know that Rex had talked about some niche blogs, you know, using it to, there's different kinds of blogs that we can talk about. But the blog I'm going to talk to you about today is your personal website, your branded blog, your blog that's branded to you, the one where you can send people to so they can learn more about you, okay? And I love his, what he talked about in the previous training about talking about niche websites. They can be very lucrative. In fact, when I first got into the blogging industry, when I first started blogging, I actually created some niche websites, and I got a lot of leads, and I actually sold a lot of, I'm really embarrassed to say this, but I did this mostly to learn how to do niche blogging. It was actually more of a niche blog, like a micro website, and I actually learned how to, I sold a whole bunch of, what do you call those squirrels, solar things that repel squirrels? I literally sold a whole bunch of those, and I realized I wasn't making a whole bunch of money with it because I was a Amazon affiliate, and I was getting a lot of sales with Amazon, but the commission just wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth the effort, but I learned a ton. But yeah, so I've dabbled in definitely in a niche marketing blog for sure. But what Rex was talking about is obviously more geared towards a different niche or whatever will work for you. But what we're going to talk about, you guys, is we're going to talk about ourselves, our branding ourselves, okay? And just to really quickly tell you my story, I actually started creating websites about 3 or 4 years ago. I'm an insurance agent. I have an insurance business, and actually how I got started creating websites was I learned how to build websites because I was tired of driving around all over the place with my insurance business, and I wanted to learn how to take it online, and I wanted to learn how to find leads utilizing websites. So I spent literally thousands of dollars on courses, and I taught myself how to create custom websites, and I utilize WordPress websites, and I'm very familiar with, you know, with the themes and all that, and what widgets are and what plugins are. But we're not going to talk about that today, but that is something that we can definitely get into. But you know, the thing is that I do know a lot about websites, and I learned, the very first thing I learned whenever I got into online marketing was how to blog. And like I said, I really didn't have a lot of success though whenever I was utilizing blogging to make money, okay? And I was trying to use SEO to do that. And so I actually got diverted a little bit and started focusing only on social media. And I did get a lot of leads through social media, but that was, the thing about social media, guys, is when you're branding yourself, and let me give Facebook as an example, because the biggest things I do is I do videos, and I do Facebook, and I do blogging. And with Facebook, whenever you are branding yourself on Facebook and you're getting friends and you are getting leads through Facebook, you know, if people are going to get to know, like, and trust you, you know, if you're like me, I post things on Facebook probably 3, 4, 5, sometimes 6 times a day. And what's going to happen is everything that you're posting is going to move down the timeline. So somebody that's literally going to have to go to your wall and check you out to really get to know you. And it's going to take a lot of time for them to do that. And what you can do is, instead of utilizing Facebook, you know, or any other social media, you know, Facebook is probably the best out of all this social media for people to really get to know you, because you can do videos, you can do images, you can do stories, everything, but there's still, you're going to get lost in translation basically. And also with Facebook, you know, if you're just using Facebook to build your business, for instance, or any other social media, the thing about Facebook is that you can also, you're also competing with other ads, like those side ads on the side, and you know, in the news feed, you've got, you know, sponsored ads, you've got other, you know, posts that you're competing with, right? And so I think that what I like to do is I like to compare social or blogging as like the spokes of a wheel, okay? So you've got all these spokes of a wheel, and on these different, each spoke is like a social media site, okay? So you've got Facebook, you've got Pinterest, you've got Twitter, you've got Instagram, you've got YouTube, any other social media sites that you use, LinkedIn. And what you want to do is you want to think of your blog as like the central portion of a hub, like it's the hub of the wheel. That is the home that houses everything. So really what you want to do is you want to point things to your blog so people can get to know you, like you, and trust you. And so yeah, so I think what I'll do is, first of all, if anybody has any questions, don't hesitate to ask any questions. And Rex, especially if you do, if you have any questions or anything that you want to, you know, interject, please do so. But I think what I'll do is I think I'll just go ahead and share my blog and just show you what I'm doing. Does that sound okay? Okay. Now I want to make sure that you can see my screen, because the last time I did this training, it was on one of my panel members' faces the whole time, and it wasn't actually sharing the screen. So, okay. Do you see my screen, Rex? I think I hear you. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm having issues with the mute button. Yeah, I can see your screen just fine.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so basically now, guys, you're about to walk into my house, okay? So whenever you go to my house, my blog is onlinewithmichelle.com, okay? Now, the first thing that you're going to see whenever you walk into my house is you are going to see, and Rex, I think you might need to mute yourself if you don't mind. And anyway, so when you walk into my house, right, the way I have this set up, guys, is I've taken a lot of courses, what is the best way to set up your blog or your website, and they always talk about, you know, being in an online business, you guys, we're online entrepreneurs. It's all about getting leads. And so what I have here is you want to give your prospects an opportunity to opt in to your list, because what are the chances that somebody happens to find your blog and then they come back? The chances are very, very, very low unless they love your blog so much that they bookmark it. And you know what? The chances of them doing that is really rare. So you obviously want to give them an opportunity to opt in. And what you want to do is and Lori talked about this, she did a really good job of explaining this morning, but you want to give them something that's going to entice them to want to opt in. And what I'm doing here is I'm using psychology to obviously get their attention. You want to have an opt-in form on the top half of the fold, and as you can see, I'm using an image, and my image, I'm using my eyes, so I purposely took this picture to draw your attention to the opt-in form. And then of course I'm using an Aweber form that is obviously eye-catching, as you can see. And you know, I also have a call to action that's really, really important. So you want to give them a call to action, give them, you know, something that they're going to find of value. And so I told them, grab 7 days of free training plus bonuses, subscribe above, okay? So right then and there, I'm hitting them up to get their name and email, okay? This is very powerful, guys. I get a lot of opt-ins from people visiting my blog, just hitting this page, because on all of my YouTube videos, I don't, you know, I've done tests where I have opt-in forms on those capture pages. I really have a lot more success. I have been recently just sending them my blog because I'm using this type of format where I have an opt-in form right there providing value. Okay, so what I'm doing though, guys, is the whole goal of using this blog or this website is to brand myself. So it's kind of all about me. And that's what you want to do, guys. If you look here, you will not see any company that I'm affiliated with. I don't want to put a company that I'm affiliated with. I don't want them to be branding me as an affiliate of XYZ company, okay? Because who knows where I'll be 2 years from now, to be completely honest with you. But what I am doing is I'm branding myself, and I want to create a following for the value that I'm providing. And my niche market is network marketers and internet marketers and affiliate marketers. So obviously I want to provide them something that I think they will find of value, okay? So you want to think about having a really snazzy catch line, okay? And you want to also, you want to make sure that they know exactly what you do as soon as they get to your site, okay? Something else that's really important, you guys, is it's really important for you to link your blog to your social media sites. And if you look here, you can see that I have my Twitter, my YouTube channel, my Facebook page, my LinkedIn, Pinterest, and Google+. And you can actually do more than that as well, okay? But that's really important. And I even have it over on the side as well as on the navigation bar here. Okay, now one of the things that's really one of the key elements of having a good website or a successful website is clear navigation. Besides having it visually appealing, you want clear navigation. You want it to be easy for them to get around, okay? So basically what you do is you have like a menu bar here, and what's really important is you want to have a home page where people know that when they click home, it's going to go to your main page. So let me show you really quickly though what else my blog is doing that is really edifying me. So right away I have the opportunity for them to learn about me, or to visit my blog, where they can get some value, some free trainings and stuff like that. But then also if they scroll down, if they want to learn a little bit more about me, they can scroll down here. I've got testimonials, which is pretty nifty. And then look at this, guys. Boom, grab your free trainings now. This is a plugin. It's a free plugin, you guys, if you have a WordPress blog, okay? And it's linked to my Aweber account. So, you can there's several different designs that you can use, and it's pretty awesome. So, and then this is just something extra that I just throw in there. Would you like to start an online business? So they know what I do. I have more links to my social media sites, even though I kind of hesitate to have so many links because I really want to keep them on my blog so they can opt in. So, and here we go again. They then once again can learn more about me or visit my blog. Now, it's really important, you guys, to have an About Me page on your website because that's where they're really going to get to know you. And when you click this page, I'm going to have a video that auto plays, and it's less than 2 minutes, and it will tell them in less than 2 minutes who I am, what I do, what my family is. I struggled, I failed miserably when I first tried, my first venture at network marketing. I showed them, I told them that I've been there, I know what it's like. So when you click on this, it's going to autoplay. So shut that off. And I have I think, a pretty professionally designed video that, obviously I could probably do a better design video, but for somebody that just did it themselves, I'm pretty happy with it. I use an intro, and then I literally kept it at me talking for less than 2 minutes. And then I talked a little bit about my vision, my passion, what I'm passionate about, and, once again, I give them the opportunity to opt into my list, okay? And then another really important thing, you guys, having a website is you want definitely a prominent contact info section. So when you have a contact here, it's a page, and here they have several ways of getting a hold of me. I give them my email address. I even give them my phone number. This is actually, it's not my exact phone number. This is actually a Google Voice number. And but I get messages if they actually call that number. I do get that, and I also get text messages. It's just not my actual cell phone number. And they also have links to several of my sites. I also have a a contact form, okay, that they can fill out and send to me. So I want to make it as easy as possible for them to get in contact with me. And then here I've got, it's really, really important, you guys, whatever business that you're in, if you have a, this is something I still need to add, is I want to add a work with me page so that, you know, if they want to know, like, what do I do? Like, you know, how, if they want to work with me, if they want to join whatever business I'm in, you know, you want to have a work with me page so they can join your business, okay? And so that is something that's really powerful as well. And so whatever business you're in, you can create a page and you can have a work with me page here where they click on it. Right now, I just have my free trainings, okay? So if you click on my free trainings, it actually opens in another tab and it talks about what my free trainings are. And I'm branding myself again. I've got testimonials. I've got what our trainings are. There you go. You can opt in and get access. And I do some more testimonials. This is kind of like a, you know, a quick sales page, I guess you could say. And then I have an opt-in form at the bottom. And as you can see, guys, I have a lot of opt-in forms. I make it really easy for people to opt in. And then my blog. Here is my blog. Now my blog, guys, is what I use to drive a lot of traffic, obviously, to my site. Okay? So what you do is a blog, if you're not familiar with what a blog is, but a blog is every time you create a blog post and you save it, it saves it in chronological order. So the last blog post I did was Instagram tips for your business, okay? But what you do on a blog is it's in chronological order, and then on the side, these are called widgets, and this is a sidebar. And obviously at the top fold, you're going to see where I give you an opportunity to opt in again. And then I'm being edified with a referral or, excuse me, a testimonial. And then what I'm also doing, guys, is I also have a link to my Facebook fan page. And guys, if you have several fans, first of all, there's strategies I can give you on how to get a lot of fans to your fan page, okay? True, legitimate, generic fans. But, you know, the magic number is, they say if you have over 1,000 fans, instantly that gives you credibility. So I've got 1851, and, you know, I think just even a few hundred is credible. And I give them the opportunity to know, hey, I've got 1,850 fans. Ideally, I'd like to have 10,850, but I'm happy with 1851. And they have the opportunity to like it right here, and they can also jump over to my fan page and check me out as well, okay? And I also give them the opportunity to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And check this out, guys. This is a great way also for me to brand myself. I've been doing these 15-second Instagram videos where I'm providing mindset tips. This right here is actually my playlist. I upload it to YouTube, and every time I add it to YouTube, it gets added to this playlist. So you can literally, while you're on my blog, click on this and listen to my 15-second mindset videos, okay? And as you can see, I've got things here. There you go. I've got another access to opt-in. Okay, this is using an image. So I fiddle around and I try different things to see what works. I do have categories here. These are all the categories that I have blog posts on, okay? And then I have another testimonial, and then look at that, more free training, another opt-in form. And then this is branding me. So as you can see, I'm either branding myself, or I'm asking them to opt in. I'm trying to get them to opt into my list, okay? But at the same time, guys, you want to be providing them value, okay? And so, you know, obviously if you look at my blog posts, obviously you know that I'm geared towards catering to online business people, because I'm giving you Instagram tips for your business, okay? Social media image size cheat sheet. This is all pretty good value that people are clicking over to my blog to get information to. And then what I do is I do sprinkle in a personal post every once in a while, all right? And then I also do this. Actually, guys, I created this. This is like, let me show you. Here's some inspirational images for attraction marketing and network marketing. So if you click on this, it's going to open up. And what I've done, guys, is I've actually just added some images to a blog post, right? But then what I did, guys, is I used this and I added it to all my social media sites. Pinterest, I got lots of hits from Pinterest over to my blog because of these images, you guys. And then they opt into my list from there. And something else that's really important is when you do a blog post, you always want to do a call to action at the end of your blog post. And watch me not have one on this one. Okay, here we go. You know, I'm really hesitating on whether I want to do all these other links, though, because I don't really want to drive them away from my blog, to be honest with you. But, you know, want to be a rock star with your company, learn the latest techniques, how to find leads. So what I'm doing, guys, is I'm providing them value, and then you always want to have a call to action, and then you just, you know, to learn more about my training company, click here. Guess what it does? It takes them to an opt-in form, okay? And that is one of the big, huge powers of having a blog is you're able to brand yourself as well as provide value, okay? Let me give you another example now. I know that there's other things that you can do with your blog. For instance, the powerful thing about having your own self-hosted WordPress blogs, you guys, you can go get your own free website, but those free websites, you really want to be careful because if you're promoting a network marketing company or affiliate companies, you need to look at their terms and conditions because like Blogger or Blogspot, whatever, it is very specific that you cannot be promoting affiliate companies or you can be terminated. So if you've been spending a lot of time building up a blog on a free site, be very careful about that because they can shut you off anytime they want. Okay, a self-hosted blog, you have control. You can, you know, it's your house. You can add different themes to it. You know, this theme, you can change the colors. You know, I've got several team members that have the same blog and they all look different because it's according to their taste. So we've got some members that have a video here that plays. We've got some that have different images, you know, and but yeah, that's something you want to be careful about is, you know, the most important thing though is having a branded personal website branded to you is what you want, okay? And another thing is, so be careful about, or some of the key elements is make sure that your website has clear navigation, make sure it's visually appealing, make sure that you have a simple homepage, make sure it's easy for them to get a hold of you, and make sure you have a call to action, and also, of course, make sure you have your blog. So that's how you're driving people a lot of times. I actually get traffic to my blog by using my YouTube videos and my blog posts, okay? My YouTube videos, I've got some videos where I've been getting a lot of hits. The very first thing I do is I give them a link to my blog, okay? Because the first thing that they see is, boom, right here, and they opt in, okay? Some other things that you can do though, guys, what's so awesome about having your own blog, especially your own self-hosted blog, is you know, you can cloak your own links. So which is really cool because there's a free plugin where you can literally cloak your links, and you can do, like, for instance, my website's onlinewithmichelle.com, and you know, it will be a / you can name it whatever you want / anything else, and it can go to any affiliate website, any website you want, but what you're giving people is an easy to read, non-spammy looking link, okay? Another huge thing that you can do is on your own self-hosted WordPress blog is you can actually create your own capture pages, and there's some plugins that you can get that you can do that. You can make your own capture pages. Let me show you an example of one that I've got. I think I've got one. Okay, here's one that I've got. It's a very simple one where it's just, you know, free training. I get a lot of opt-ins, you guys, with this one. Okay. I have another one that's geared more towards making money, like people that want to make money. So if you look at that, this was actually a plugin, you guys, that I have on my blog, and it doesn't even look like a blog. Okay, that's a plugin. And let's see. something else that I want to make sure, if you already have a blog, I want to show you this as an example. This was something I did where I actually put together a series of 15-second videos and I made it into like a 3-minute video. It was something that people opted in to get access to. It was a really fun video that I did, and I got a lot of really good feedback on it. But you want to make sure that you have, like I said, the ability for them to opt in again, and you also want to make sure that they can share it. So, you know, you want to make sure that they can share it, with their bookmarks. So if they like it, you want to give them the opportunity to do that, because that will do nothing but just help make your post go viral, okay? And another thing too, guys, is, and this is something that we're going to be doing, is we're going to be putting together a syndication group for all bloggers that want to get involved, where we help each other out by posting comments on our blogs as well. So that when people visit your blog, they see that you've got comments, they see that you are well, you're liked and you're trusted by other people, and it just does nothing but help build you up and brand you as a leader. And the last thing I want to share with you is on your blog. This is really powerful, you guys. Whenever you use a blog post, whenever you're going to share a blog post, there's certain sizes that you want to have your images, okay? And I'm going to show you really quickly as an example. If you notice, I have these all the same size, okay? And then all of a sudden, I've got one that's really big, okay? Ideally, you want your, I'm going to open this one up to show you. For Facebook, whenever you guys, I get a lot of opt-ins from Facebook, and what I do is I actually have an image that's sized according to the best size that will show up on your Facebook wall, and it will fill up the whole thing, if that makes sense. I'll show you in a second. You know how you see people that have a blog post and it's like a little thumbnail with the writing on the side? I hope that makes sense. Well, I'm going to give you a tip that will definitely help you if you want to be able to get people to click on your blog. This is the perfect size for making sure that it will be what Facebook wants. I know I'm not saying that right. I'm just going to show you. I'm going to take this URL. I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to go to Facebook, okay? And I am going to go to a Facebook group. So I'm going to really quickly go to one of my niche Facebook groups, okay? And I'm going to scroll down. Okay, right here. And I'm going to copy that URL. And you want to make sure that you're choosing the image that was optimized with the correct size. And then I'm going to remove this right here. And then I'm just going to post it. And if you look at it, as you can see, the image takes up the whole thing. Now, if you scroll down, they also did that. You might see some. Okay, check this out, guys. This is an example of what you do not want, because he did not use a big enough image. So because of that, he's got this little image here. Okay, but for this, you click on this image right here, it will open up. Okay, now the reason why is because of the size I use. Now you can also choose a size that's too big. Let me show you. I'm going to use this as an example. Like I have one that's really big down here. Okay, these are too big. Okay, and I did this on purpose to show you. This is an inspirational story. I like to sprinkle in inspirational stories too every once in a while. All right. Okay, so it looks like it's going to be a thumbnail, right? So I'm going to post that. When I look at it, it's not the whole image, okay? Because the image was too big. And so I want to show you the perfect size, actually, to have an image is so that it will appear on your Facebook. And I have a cheat sheet for that. It's actually an infographic right here.
Hey, Michelle, can I interrupt you there for just a second?
Yeah.
What size was that image? Did you already share that? Did I miss it, or are you sharing that now?
I'm going to it right now.
I got you. Okay, I'll just shut up and let you teach that.
This is, I actually did a blog post on this, Facebook image dimensions infographic. All right. And I did give credit to John Loomer, so I did do a link to his website. Okay, you want to definitely give credit to whoever, you know, you snagged that from. And if you scroll down, that is a shared link. So you want that image size to be 484 by 252. Okay, now let me show you what I did real quick. And go back to that blog post. All right, so what I did for this particular blog post, let me go to edit post so you can see. Okay, what I did is I actually made it a featured image, and I think if I click on it, it'll show you the size. Yes, 484 by 254. Oh, it should be 252. Okay, 484 by 252 is what it should be. But what I did, guys, is make sure that you have the image as a featured image, okay? And you also, but see, sometimes I still have to figure this out because my last blog post, I have the featured image the proper size, and it's still trying to pull another image that's on there. It's because I had like 6 or 7 images, and it didn't give me the opportunity to choose my featured image, which kind of stifles me because I've never had that happen before. But generally, you want that image size, and I don't even have that image on here, okay? But whenever I posted it, it posts the image that I wanted. I hope that makes sense. Let me go back to my site. So as you guys can see, you know, it's all about branding yourself. And as you can see, you don't see anything on here where I'm talking about any company that I'm affiliated with. And if I did, it would probably be right here where it says work with me, and it will have the company that I'm, you know, that I'm really wanting to recruit you for. Or what I could do is I could have another blog that's specifically for that niche. For instance, if my primary company is actually, you know, the weight loss industry, you can create a blog providing weight loss tips. And that is something else you want to be careful about, is you want to be consistent with the niche that you're focusing on. So if my primary company was actually, you know, I'm providing, you know, these tips, you know, to help you succeed online, but if I also have another company that's a totally different niche, you don't want to mix the two, okay? You don't want to confuse your prospects. So anybody that comes to this site, you know, is ideally either an internet marketer, network marketer, or affiliate marketer, if that makes sense. And, you know, I can have a work with me right here. It will literally just click over to another website. You can have it go to your company replicated website at that point, which is perfectly fine because your blog is where they get to know you. Or you can have it go to another blog where you're giving tips on weight loss or whatever it is, you know, that you're ideally going for in regards to your niche. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I want to talk about. I don't want to go into too much like logistics because I don't, you know. Oh, something else that's really cool. This is called a favicon. See this up here? Right there? Okay, I want to show you. Let me show you. Michelle will kill me if she knows I showed her side. She's got the same theme that I have. And she has a video that autoplays. And her favicon is her picture. So you can add a favicon that kind of brands you. Mine is like my initials, if you can see it. But, you know, that's kind of neat. I might actually change that to my picture. So that's really important, is have a favicon, have a tagline. Some people have really, really nice professional looking banners, and I really have mixed emotions about that, or mixed thoughts about it, because a banner is also a great way to instantly gain credibility if it's a professional banner. for sure. But remember that the vast majority of your prospects are going to be on the top half of the fold, which is whatever is here up. And you want to be able to make sure that if you do have a banner, you still give them the opportunity to opt in to whatever it is that your whatever value you want to give them, whether it's a free PDF, a video training series, which is what I'm doing, whatever. You want it to be on the top half of the fold. That's really, really important. And also testimonials, you guys. Make sure, get some testimonials, get some video testimonials with some team members. You know, that's really powerful. In fact, that could be something you can put in your navigation bar, testimonials, and have videos of testimonials. I know somebody that does that. That's really powerful. So the key is, guys, is to be organized. I stay organized by using my navigation bar, and I also stay organized by using my categories, okay? So you know that if you want any Facebook, anything that's social media related, that's Facebook, you can click on that, and all my posts related to Facebook is going to show up. How cool is that? Okay? That's what I love about my blog, is it allows me to organize everything. I've got 6 really cool, short, inspirational stories. That's why you can click on it and you can read them or hear them. I think one of them I actually have an audio. My tentacles are out there, let me tell you. I'm everywhere. Yeah, so anyway. And the biggest thing, guys, is no distraction. Huge benefit, right? Look at this, guys. The only distractions that people are going to have is more to my stuff. It's all about me, right? This is my home. So organized. The great thing about having a blog is you can be organized. People really get to know you. They get to trust you. And if they resonate with what you're saying, they're going to like you. And it's a great way for you to grab leads for free, okay? These leads I'm getting, you guys, are free. I'm not paying for these. And so yeah, and I think in the future we're definitely going to want to talk about how you can link videos. I use videos a lot. I embed them in my blog posts a lot. It gives my videos Google Juice. And there's other things I do, guys. I do a lot. Not a lot, but there's several steps I go through once I do a blog post where I put it out there so that people, so I'll get visitors. And definitely my social media sites, there's a couple of the places I put it so that my blog post will get indexed. And that's all stuff that we can include in our trainings. Okay? Speaking of trainings, you guys exhausted? Rex, if you guys are watching this in our academy, chances are there is like an opt-in form that's right next to this video that you're watching right now. If you guys found this of value, this is nothing compared to what is inside the academy. So if you have not taken advantage of the free membership, definitely do so. All you do is you have to have a Gmail account to do so. And all you do is you just put your information in the form that's right next to this video, and you will become a free member. But I do have to tell you that it is absolutely value-packed. Value-packed. So I definitely implore you to take advantage of that because there's going to be a lot, and I'm sure Rex will talk more about that. So Rex, did you find anything what I said of value?
I thought it was amazing. As a matter of fact, that thing that you were doing with the blog about Facebook groups, I never knew how to do that before. I never even thought about that as far as incorporating the image. So that's powerful right there. We did have one question for you, and I know that you covered it, but I was going to get it answered here one more quick. You had mentioned a plugin that you were using, and somebody else also asked what theme you were using. How does that work?
The theme is it's an actual professional, or what do you call it? It's a premium theme, and it's called Just Landed. And we actually have a series of trainings, tutorials of it as well. So if you have any questions on that, get with the person that sent you to this training, okay? Because there's several people on our team that are using this theme. It's
So,
powerful.
Michelle, where can people find you? Where are you doing more of your blogging classes? What's the best way to find you or find your workshops?
Probably the best way is to go to my blog.
Okay, very good.
onlinemichelle.com. Yeah.
All right. Well, this was awesome here tonight. I thank you so much for your time. If we have any other questions pop up, I'll make sure to field them to you. So I hope you guys found some amazing value here tonight. I mean, this was great stuff, and I know there's a couple of bloggers that were watching tonight who were leaving some comments that they were pretty excited about some of the things that you were sharing there. So good stuff. We'll be back tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. Eastern time, for another workshop here. Remember, tomorrow is Wednesday, so Wednesday and Thursday will be 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. Eastern time for the workshops tomorrow. Watch your emails for updates. And like Michelle had already said, if you're here tonight, you like what you saw, you'd like to work together with us in friendship and spirit, and start learning some of the techniques that we're utilizing to get the results that so many people are looking for, all you've got to do is fill out the form to the right side of this video. That'll get you in the Academy for free. You can log in there and just go to town with the information that's in there. And if you want to learn how to make some money with it, just get back with the person that referred you here, and they will be more than happy to do so. Michelle, as always, great to see you. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you, all of you, for your time. And we will see you tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Eastern time. Until then, God bless you. Bye for now.